What is up, guys? It's Hyro once again, and I'm coming at you guys with another content of Cookieron Kingdom. The new arena season has started for Cookieron Kingdom today, and I wanted to share 5 team comps that you can use in the arena to even get to Diamond and all the way up to Masters if you guys utilize this team properly and if you guys play constantly. So I wanted to share these team comps with you guys so that you guys have more success in the arena. And if you guys find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button and the like button, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out on any future Cookieron Kingdom videos that I upload on YouTube. Anyways, guys, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to be going over 5 of the popular arena teams that I've seen and I've used. And I personally kind of tested out, so here I just wanted to share these with you guys. So number 1 is going to be this Hollyberry team. Obviously this is my personal team that I'm using in the arena currently, and I want to share this one with you because I had the most success really with this team, and with the kind of shift in the meta throughout, like when Sorbet came out and all the way through, there has been a lot of changes within the front line. So still, this is going to be probably a very popular team that you're going to see throughout upper rank. But yeah, so it's going to be consisted of Hollyberry, Sea Fairy, Sorbet, Parfait, and the pure vanilla. And the treasures that you're going to use are going to be standard scroll, feather, and the jelly watch. Okay, so quickly just going over the toppings. Obviously mine are not the best, but for Hollyberry is going to be 5 solid almond, going for damage resist, a little bit of crit resist as well. You don't really need to focus on the cooldown. If you have extra cooldown, that is obviously a bonus for you, but focusing on the damage resist and crit resist is going to help Hollyberry survive a lot longer in the battle. And Sea Fairy, my Sea Fairy is a little different than a lot of you guys probably, but my Sea Fairy is going to be running 3 Syrian Raspberry, 1 Swift Chocolate, and 1 Solid Almond, allowing my Sea Fairy to have 37.8 with the set effect, and then 28.5% damage resist and 10.1% cooldown. Don't really focus on any of the other ones. Crit definitely can help, but this one as well. If you guys want to have I believe a 4-second Sea Fairy or 3-second Sea Fairy, then you want to have at least 11.8. Obviously I don't. I need to try to get that, but yeah, that's going to help as well. Next one is going to be Sorbet. My Sorbet, oh okay, so my Sorbet should be running like this. So this is my Sorbet here. I don't know why that topping was missing, but my Sorbet is going to be running 28.7% damage resist and 12.6% cooldown, having the Sorbet run 3 Swift Chocolate and 2 Solid Almonds. And this is just so that my Sorbet does survive a little longer and have a extra cooldown, not focusing on the damage. I'm just purely focusing on the the pure damage that Sorbet has on his skill. And next one is going to be Parfait. Parfait is going to be running the standard full 5 Solid Almond for obviously a healer and support. You just want the backline to always have a very tanky build so that they can survive and heal as soon as they have their skill up. And Parfait is a great buffer as well as a healer, so my main focus is going to be on the damage resist here. Having extra cooldown, like I said, is always going to be a bonus for healers. And yeah, next one is going to be pure vanilla. Same thing here, 5 solid almond, going with full damage resist and a little bit of cooldown wherever I can get it. Toppings are hard, guys. Toppings are hard. So that's going to be the Hollyberry team. Just going over some bonus here. Strawberry Crepe can definitely get in there as well. Crepe is going to be running 5 Swift Chocolate. You want to have at least 22.3% with the set effect. So I'm very close. I just need like what, 0.5 I think. I need 0.5 extra cooldown on this set, and I'll have that standard what people are commonly using, the 22.3% cooldown. And then focusing on the damage resist, obviously I don't use crepe right now because I'm using Hollyberry, but crepe is also an option if you guys would like to use this team. And on top of that, if you guys want, Minchoco can replace Parfait as well, and the treasures are going to be the same exactly for all of these teams here. So that is going to be number 1. I showed you guys 3 different variations of it. Obviously, there's this one. Actually, I'll just show you one more. You can also use milk. Milk is still viable, not super strong, but it's still viable, and milk would always also run swift chocolate, 5 swift chocolate, so that milk can have you know, this buff up all the time. And you want to have at least 20% cooldown on milk, and you know, just focusing on damage resist as much as possible when it comes to milk. And I mean, obviously he has the 50%, but still having some extra is going to help, allowing milk to survive longer in battle, as all tanks should, right? So those are going to be some of the variations of one of the popular arena teams right here. This one's obviously going to be mine, like I said, and some of the variations that you can utilize using pure vanilla, sorbet, and sea fairy. If you do not have pure vanilla, then you can go with herb, but I would say you're gonna have most success with pure vanilla. And if you don't have pure vanilla, there are going to be some arena comps that I will show you without pure vanilla, so you can maybe utilize those. Anyways guys, let's get into the second one. I forgot to mention, but you can also drop one of the supports and add red velvet in there as well. And red velvet can use 5 swift chocolate. Obviously mine's not built, but you can use 5 swift chocolate, or you can use 3 searing raspberry and 2 swift chocolate, having around like 7 to 10% cooldown. That's pretty okay for red velvet. Okay, so that's going to be some of the other ones that I had and I forgot to mention. So here we go. Alright, let's talk about speed comps here, guys. So speed comp has always been in the meta since Madeline has gotten that, you know, huge buff with his skill. And yeah, and with the addition of Lilac has made speed comps even stronger. So I wanted to share some of the variations of speed comps that you know, that are out in the game right now, so you can utilize this team here. This is probably a very standard one, and one that you know, not the one I used, but I've seen throughout arena. So you're gonna use Madeline as the front tank. Madeline is going to run full swift or searing raspberry, having you know, that extra damage, and also you want to focus on damage resist as much as possible. Mine is not you know, built as it was before, but yeah, I think I had about like 25. You want to have 5% damage resist on Madeline at least, so that he can survive a little longer. And next one is going to be Lilac. Lilac is going to be it's gonna have like some weird topping set. For when I used it, I had like 3 searing raspberry, 1 swift chocolate, 1 solid almond, and it was like a weird combination. But Lilac it's very flexible. If you want to use Lilac as a DPS, you can even have 5 searing raspberry on Lilac. If you want to have a little tankier Lilac, then you can use 3 searing raspberry and 2 solid almond. If you want a little bit of extra cooldown, then you can use like 3 swift choc, or 3 searing raspberry, 1 swift chocolate, 1 solid almond. I think that's what I went for. So Lilac is very flexible, but it's a little bit confusing to build. So I'm gonna keep Lilac at, like, you know, using 3 searing raspberry, 2 solid almond, or 5 searing raspberry as well, just like how Madeline was. And Sea Fairy is going to be just standard, right? 3 searing raspberry, 2 swift chocolate, or 5 searing raspberry, depending on what you are aiming for. And then Minchoco is going to be running. For me, when I was running Minchoco had 5 solid almond. I just kind of stuck some toppings in because I needed to use them for my Tower of Sweet Chaos, and took them out. But 5 solid almond is going to be the standard for mint choco. So keep that in mind. Any back lane really support, you want to have 5 solid almond on them, and pure vanilla, just like before, is going to be running 5 solid almond for the tank. So that's going to be a standard kind of speed comp that are going around in the arena right now. And using the treasure, the librarian's enchanted robe is a must for any speed comp, really, guys. This buff right here, do you see level 8, 73.6%? That's insane. Okay, and on top of that, if you use Lilac's skill, it's just gonna be even better. So you gotta utilize the enchanted robe. You can use the feather and the scroll. There are other variations of it, but you want to have the enchanted robe always there and the scroll always there. Alright, so let me show you guys some other variations. So you can, this one, you can actually drop Sea Fairy, guys. You can use Almond in place of Sea Fairy and allow Lilac and Madeline to do all the damage. In this team comp, I dropped the feather, and I actually use this right here. We don't use the jelly because our focus is just to kind of sweep the enemy. So with the almonds chain and allowing Lilac and Madeline to just kind of sweep away at the enemy with the extra crit. So this is going to be a speed comp that I actually personally use, even though I had a 4-star Sea Fairy. So so this was a pretty fun speed comp that I had. Almond is going to use full solid almond, just like how you use almond with, right? And it's going to be focusing on damage resist for almond. Alright, let me just show you guys some other ones. So you can drop even right here, you can drop Lilac, and you can put in pastry here. Pastry works as great here as well. Okay, so you can use pastry like this, or you can drop almond and put in Lilac as well. So this is a very strong team here. I've seen people drop Lilac and put in Sea Fairy as well. So there's just like so many variations. But for toppings for pastry is going to be 5 searing raspberry as well. All right. So there's one more, I would say, the pretty much like the OG speed comp. This was the speed comp that I've seen throughout arena for so long, right? You can use this right here, same treasure setting, and you can use a team like this where you use Sea Fairy and the 2 double tanks, so that pretty much the backline is surviving with Crepe's extra damage resist, and the front line is just dealing damage while Sea Fairy is bursting enemies down. So those are going to be some of the speed comps that you guys can use in the arena currently, and that's going to be number 2. So let's go on to number 3. Alright guys, so number 3 is going to be this team right here. I hate this team. I really hate this team, but I have to share it with you guys because it is so strong, and really it is an easy team to make, personally in my opinion, because your front line is going to be Ginger Brave, right? Ginger Brave everybody has, really, and everyone probably promoted already to 5 stars if you have played enough, because I mean, common, right? So Ginger Brave is going to run 5 solid almond. You want to focus on maxing out that damage resist, allowing Ginger Brave to run around and charge at the enemy as many times as possible. His cooldown is going to be at a very short 8 seconds. So having damage resist is going to allow Ginger Brave to constantly charge at the enemy. And then Tiger Lily is going to be the other one. Tiger Lily is going to run 4 Swift Chocolate and 1 solid almond, having 13% cooldown reduction, allowing Tiger Lily to jump around a lot more and stunning the enemy. So that's going to be the standard setup for Tiger Lily, and everything else here is going to be just kind of like the same of how I shared it throughout the first team composition that I've shared, right? Sea Fairy is going to run 3 searing raspberry, 2 solid almond, or you can run with 5 searing raspberry. Sorbet you can run the same that I'm running right here, with 3 Swift Chocolate and 2 Solid Almond, or you can actually run it with 5 Searing Raspberry as well, or 3 Searing Raspberry and 2 Swift Chocolate. So there are options out there when it comes to your DPS, really. And then Pure Vanilla is going to run that 5 Solid Almond. This team is so strong, guys. Really allowing that Ginger Brave and Tiger Lily to stun and gather the enemy allows Sorbet to do maximum damage, and Sea Fairy to have a little bit easier time, you know, not having much damage come in to them because of Pure Vanilla's heal, as well as the constant stun and push that they're dealing to the enemy. So that's going to be a very strong team comp that I've seen throughout Arena, and I personally hate when I was using this team. Yes, I will lose with this team. It's kind of crazy. I mean, obviously a lot of the Master 1 and 2s at a certain point they have like maxed out treasures, but still this team sucks, and I hated going against it, but I still wanted to share it with you guys so that to let you guys know there are this kind of option, and using Ginger Brave as the front line. Anyways, guys, let's get into the fourth one. Alright, here we go, the fourth one. This one is going to be the one-shot build of using Almond, Tiger Lily, and Ginger Brave. So there are a lot of different options when it comes to treasures. I want to go over the treasures first. You want to use always a scroll. You can use something like the candy and the scythe. I have seen so many different variations. I've seen some people use scythe. I've seen people use the paper charm. I've seen people use enchanted robe. Obviously that's for extra like DPS kind of. But yeah, but I think the standard one I've seen is using the scythe like this, or paper charm. But I see scythe is has been more popular throughout the game. But yeah, so utilizing this team, you can use something like Sea Fairy. You can use Black Raisin here. You can also use Sorbet. I have seen people use Raspberry as well in here. Okay, so I've seen this kind of team right here where you use Raspberry instead of you know, having other DPS. You're using Raspberry to go in with along with Ginger Brave. And I have seen Vampire as well, but Vampire has fallen off a little bit, like I said before. You know, Vampire is not as powerful as he was back in the earlier seasons. And you can also use Mango. Alright, Mango has been really popular with this kind of deck as well, or this team comp. So all of them are going to utilize 5 Searing Raspberry. Because this team is a one-shot build, you don't kill them, you're gonna die. So you want to rack up as much as many you know, attack substats as you can, and make them super strong, so that when they do land the combo, right, the Ginger Brave push, Tiger Lily stun, Almond chain, and then when the DPSs use their skill, you will have to burst them down and leave them at like, you know, 1% HP if anything. So all full Searing Raspberry for everybody that I've shown so far. You can use Mango, you can use Sea Fairy, you can use Sorbet, you can also use, like I said, Black Raisin. It's a mix and match, guys. You don't need to always have Sea Fairy, but like I said, Sea Fairy is going to help in a one-shot build, because her damage is so powerful and so strong when it comes to really not missing at all either. So definitely going to be recommending having Sea Fairy in there if you can. And you know, it's just like a one-shot build. You want to just kill them. So and also, like I said, Raspberry can go in there as well. So that is going to be a one-shot build that you guys can utilize. Just I would say, just focus on Solid Almond. DPSs always have the full Searing Raspberry, and then Tiger Lily wants to have at least 13% cooldown on her skill. Alright, so that was number 4, and let's get right into the last number 5. Alright, here we go. The last team comp that I wanted to share with you guys is going to be the rye almond combo. Oh man, this team is scary too, guys. The reason why is because rye, even without having the almond chain, will snipe away your sea fairy in a lot of the teams, because rye, if you know the skill, it's lowest max HP cookie, right? And most of the time sea fairy, being the DPS, is going to have the lowest max HP, and rye is going to snipe away at the sea fairy. And on top of that, if you have almond's chain on and you build this team comp properly, then almond and rye are going to just cleanly destroy the entire backline, if anything. So topping is for rye is going to be 5 searing raspberry. I don't have it fully built right now because I've been taking out so many for the arena. And then almond is going to run 5 solid almond, just like standard. And the treasure that you can use are going to be either you can use enchanted robe if you want to have faster auto attack for rye, or you can use the scythe. So that's going to, those are the 2 options when it comes to having using this team. I would recommend this team if you guys are already built rye and almond. This is actually so powerful, guys. Having crepe, just allowing your sea fairy to survive a little longer, and pure vanilla to heal, and this rye to just slowly snipe away at the enemies. It's just so powerful. So I want to say this is probably a very popular team throughout arena as well. So that's going to be it, guys. Obviously I just kind of went over the team comps and not really the counter, and this video has already been really long. So I wanted to kind of just share it with you guys, and if you guys have any questions, I do try to read all the comments right now, guys, but obviously with so many people commenting now, it's getting a little hard for me to answer and get to every single one of them. If I do personally see that you guys are asking questions, then I will definitely answer those questions as soon as possible. If you guys do want to have some questions answered personally by me, the best way would be to contact me through Discord. So if you guys didn't know, my Discord link is down in the description. If you guys join my Discord channel, then you guys will gain access to and ask me questions personally, so that if you feel like that I'm not answering questions using the comments, then you can ask me in the Discord. So the last thing I'll ask, guys, is if you guys have any different team comps that you had success throughout the arena last season, then if you guys could share that with us down in the comments, and that will also be very helpful for other players who are watching these videos for help, especially the newer ones. So I would say that'll be a great help. And thanks for watching once again, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please hit the subscribe button and the like button if you haven't done so already, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out on any future Cookie Run Kingdom videos that I upload on YouTube. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you guys next time.